What's up guys, MOTOBLADE here with another video on the Kawasaki Vulcan S. Today I'm going to give you the top 3 things that I would change about this bike. I love this bike, I think it's great, it's super comfortable for me, but there are some things that I would do differently and wish that, maybe it came differently from the factory. But I'm going to go over those top 3 things with you, so stick around and I'll catch you after the intro. So the first thing I would change about the Kawasaki Vulcan S, it would have to be the seat. Now don't get me wrong, the seating position on the motorcycle is comfortable. The actual riding position between the handlebars, the foot pegs, and the seat, that triangle for the rider is great. The seat, however, is just uncomfortable after about an hour of riding. My ass is just sore, and it needs some more padding, some more cushion, whatever, but it is just not a very comfortable seat for extended rides, and that has been a complaint of several people I've talked to who own a Vulcan S. A seat can be changed up and made a little bit differently. There's a guy who I will link to down in the description. He actually takes your seat and makes it more comfortable, strips out the old padding and puts new stuff in that's a lot more comfortable for long rides. Or you could just get a brand new seat. So I will put the links to those options down in the description, but one of the things I will definitely be changing coming up is the seat. The second thing that I would change about the Vulcan S is the pipes. So the pipes on this come out of the engine and the 2 headers go into a big muffler. I mean, this thing could be on a small car. The muffler is that big. If you look at the underside of the Vulcan S, you'll see a big boxy brass looking muffler, and it is just ridiculous. Some people like a quieter ride, and if that's your thing, then hey, this is a great bike for you. I don't mind my ride being quiet for my personal preference, but I believe it's a safety issue. When people can't hear you, you don't have good visibility on a bike to begin with, and if they can't hear you, that's a safety thing. So something that you definitely want to look into, there are companies that make aftermarket pipes for this motorcycle. One of them is Two Brothers Racing Exhaust. That is a good one. That is around $700 to $800. Another option I'm looking at is the Danmoto Highwayman 2-to-1 exhaust. That's a little more within my budget. That's around $300. And then whatever you do when you put a new exhaust on, make sure you get a power commander or some sort of fuel injection remapping system to make sure your bike is still performing at its best after you install new exhaust. So that is the second thing I would change on the bike, and again, I will link both of those exhausts that I mentioned and a power commander setup down in the description for you guys to take a look at if you want. But definitely a new set of pipes. I think that's a safety feature. I subscribe to the loud pipes save lives mantra, and that's just me. Definitely something that needs to be changed out, in my opinion. No drips, no drips, no drips, no drips.
A few moments later.
And finally, guys, the third thing that I would change about this motorcycle is, again, going back to safety reasons. I think the horn is just simply not loud enough. Now, I know this is the case on most motorcycles, but it sounds like a Vespa or a little tiny scooter.
Hurry up, sweetie! Scurry over to my scooter!
I mean, come on, my lawn tractor makes a louder noise. I'll give you an example. It's just a quiet little horn, and I don't trust that to get someone's attention, so I plan on getting a much louder horn. The one that I am looking at is the Denali Sound Bomb. They claim it's like the loudest horn you could possibly get on a motorcycle, and so that is one I will definitely be looking into. I will throw a link to that down in the description as well if you guys want to check it out. And if you look for Denali Sound Bomb on YouTube, there's some pretty awesome videos that come up. Guys showing you where they install their horns and how to do it. I think it's just a great option and another good safety feature to add to your bike, because again, people aren't going to see you on a motorcycle, but you can at least make sure they hear you if you need to. And that's going to do it, guys, for this very short video. I hope you enjoyed it, or at least discovered something that maybe you'd want to change if you got the Vulcan. Comment down below what you've changed or what you haven't changed about your bike, what you like, what you didn't like about the video. And if you could subscribe to the channel, hit the thumbs up button on the video, you guys know the drill. That all helps me out a lot, and I really appreciate you guys watching and subscribing to the channel. So until next time, y'all, be careful out there, ride safe, ride on, and I'll catch you all later. Deuces.